As a gardener, patience is key. Composting usually takes months, not days. But when I saw the viral 72-hour compost hack online, I had to see if it was legit or just hype. Could kitchen scraps and yard waste really become garden-ready in 3 days? I decided to follow the method exactly, document the process, and share honest results for curious gardeners. Was this a compost revolution or just another internet myth? Let's find out. I grabbed a 5-gallon bucket, drilled holes for airflow, and gathered my ingredients: grass clippings, coffee grounds, kitchen scraps for greens, shredded cardboard, and dry leaves for browns. The trick is more browns than greens. Balance is everything. I added a scoop of finished compost as a microbial starter and dissolved a cup of molasses in warm water for a sugar boost. Layering browns, then greens, then a sprinkle of compost, I filled the bucket 3/4 full, never packing it down. Finally, I poured the molasses mixture over the top and gave it a good stir. Lid on, experiment started. This setup is cheap, easy, and anyone can try it. No fancy gear required. The real test: would this simple mix heat up and break down as promised? Time to wait and watch. Day 1, I set the bucket in the sun and checked for changes. At first, nothing, just a faint molasses smell and damp cardboard. By afternoon, the bucket felt warm and tiny bubbles appeared. Microbes were waking up. Stirring the mix, I noticed a yeasty, earthy aroma replacing the sweetness. The volume shrank slightly as materials settled. I stirred again in the evening, feeling more heat and seeing the first real signs of decomposition. The process was underway, just as the viral videos claimed. Would day 2 bring the promised composting frenzy? Day 2, opening the bucket released a cloud of steam and a rich, earthy smell. The contents were hot, bubbling and breaking down fast. Grass clippings turned brown, kitchen scraps became mush, and cardboard softened. Stirring released more heat and that forest floor aroma. No foul odors, just healthy decomposition. The volume dropped by 1/3, and the transformation was dramatic. I kept stirring every few hours to keep oxygen flowing and microbes happy. This was a true thermophilic stage, microbial activity at its peak. By evening, the bucket was a living bioreactor, not just a pile of scraps. The speed of change was impressive. Would it keep up through day 3? On day 3, the heat faded, signaling the frenzy was over. Inside, everything had become a dark, wet, homogeneous slurry, no visible scraps left. The smell mellowed to damp earth, and the bubbling stopped. Stirring revealed a heavy, dense mix with just a few tough bits remaining. I spread it on a tarp to cool and dry, inspecting the result. This wasn't finished, crumbly compost. It was a semi-decomposed, biologically active slurry. The process was fast, but skipped the curing phase that makes stable humus. The 72-hour hack delivered a product, but was it safe and useful for the garden? Time to find out what this stuff really is. The 72-hour process doesn't make finished compost. It creates a compost slurry, loaded with active microbes and raw nutrients. Unlike traditional compost, which cures for months to become stable humus, this product is still hot and can stress plants if used carelessly. It's not compost tea either. Tea is a diluted extract from finished compost, while this is a thick, semi-decomposed mix. Think of it as a fast-acting, microbial-rich soil amendment, not a replacement for mature compost. Use it for a quick nutrient boost, but know it can tie up nitrogen as it continues to break down. The key: understand what you're using and apply it wisely. It's a shortcut to a potent amendment, not to finished compost. I diluted the slurry, 1 part mixed to 10 parts water, and used it as a soil drench around established perennials and shrubs, keeping it away from stems and roots. The goal: feed the soil, not burn the plants. I also use the undiluted slurry as a compost activator, mixing it into my slow pile to jumpstart decomposition. For extra safety, I tried trench composting, burying the slurry in a vegetable bed to finish breaking down underground. Over weeks, Soil organisms would stabilize it, enriching the bed for future planting. Each method kept the active microbes working, but minimized risk to sensitive crops. The results? Promising, with no plant damage and a visible boost in soil life. If your bucket smells foul, it's gone anaerobic. Add more browns, stir often, and keep it aerated. If it doesn't heat up, add more greens or a sugar source like molasses, and make sure the temperature isn't too cold. Always wear gloves. This slurry may contain pathogens, especially if you used kitchen scraps. Don't use it on leafy greens or root crops you'll eat raw. For food safety, stick to soil drenching around non-edible plants or use the trench method. The process is fast but not foolproof. Observe, adjust, and err on the side of caution. Safety first, especially when growing food for your family. The 72-hour compost method is not a shortcut to finished compost, but it's a powerful way to create a fast, microbe-rich amendment. It's perfect for boosting established plants or jump-starting a slow compost pile, but not for direct use on edible crops. Respect its limitations, and it's a valuable tool for adventurous gardeners. Here's a quick checklist if you want to try it. Use a 5-gallon bucket with holes for airflow. Layer browns and greens, with more browns by volume. Add finished compost and molasses in warm water as activators. Stir 2 to 3 times daily. Expect heat on day 2, cooling on day 3. After 72 hours, dilute 1 part slurry to 10 parts water for soil drenching. Avoid using on edible leaves or roots. Use as a compost activator or bury in trenches for future planting. Most importantly, experiment, observe, and have fun growing.